All right, Miles, let's talk about the Alabama Crimson Tide program here for a little bit. And look, this has been one of the more dominating programs, probably the most dominant program in the last 2 decades. And what we've seen this offseason is Alabama making a lot of great moves, focusing on the 2023 campaign and the future as well. And we've got a great report involving the Crimson Tide, highlighting that the future, the out years, look really strong for this program.
Yeah, Nick, I think Alabama is on a great trajectory. They did a disappointing season last season, didn't make it the college football playoff, but I think with all of the moves they've made lately, they have themselves set up for a great year this year and even beyond. That's why I want to ask the fans in the comment section below, who is a commit for one of the future classes, not this year, that you're really excited about? I know everyone is looking at Julian Sand and seeing what he's doing as a QB commit for the 2024 class. He's been very impressive in a lot of 7-on-7 stuff lately with that Miami team. But I want to know, who is someone that you're really impressed by coming in from one of the future classes? Let us know that in the comment section below. But Nick, let's get on into it. Who is the latest recruit for Alabama?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. Alabama fans are going to be really stoked about this recruit. Let's go ahead and throw up the report, Miles. This is from Roll Tide Wire. And here we go. This involves cornerback prospect Jameer Grimsley. From the report, Jameer Grimsley, a 2024 cornerback prospect, committed to Alabama on Saturday evening. Grimsley chose the Crimson Tide over Florida and Michigan. Grimsley is listed as a 6'3" and 185 pounds, according to 24/7 Sports. He is a two-sport athlete at Tampa Catholic High School in Tampa, Florida. Obviously, Grimsley competes on the school's track and field team while also playing football. While Grimsley is listed as an athlete on several recruiting sites, he has been recruited by the Alabama coaching staff to play strictly cornerback. All right, Miles, I've got two sentences for you. This guy is the next Trayvon Diggs. This guy is the next Patrick Surtain II. This is, Patrick Surtain Jr. That's how good this guy is, Miles. He's the exact same build, the exact same frame, the exact same talent. He's 6'3", 185 pounds. Trayvon Diggs, I believe, 6'1", 190. Of course, for that formerly of Alabama, now with the Dallas Cowboys. Patrick Surtain is 6'2", about 200. Obviously, formerly Alabama Crimson Tide, now with the Denver Broncos. Grimsley is the next in a long line of top flight cornerbacks of that size and stature coming to the Alabama Crimson Tide. I love this kid. I love that it's fit for Alabama. I think it's a perfect move all around, Miles. What do you think of this addition by the Alabama Crimson Tide?
Yeah, Nick, I think this guy is great, and his track pedigree also reminds me of another Alabama great, Marlon Humphrey, who has elite level speed as well. Alabama sure can pick him. You name those three guys off. Those are some of the best cornerbacks in the NFL at this point. But I think this guy, like you said, he has the good size and the good athletic ability. Like they said, this guy came in as an athlete, but he's going to be, and Alabama has recruited him to be a cornerback. But this guy has elite level athleticism, Nick. The track times are absolutely phenomenal. He's got a great long jump. So he is going to be an extremely athletic cornerback on the field, just like a lot of those guys that we mentioned below. But I think another big one here, Nick, is they came into Tampa and they took this guy out of the state of Florida. And as we say, the key here is to get your guys at home, which Alabama is very good at doing. But also, you have to take the key guys from your opponents as well. They get in here from Florida State. They take this guy away. And I think that this is a big one for Alabama, showing they're back on the recruiting trail, getting the high-level recruits. Once again, a 4-star recruit. I think this is going to be huge for Alabama, being able to recruit heavily in the state of Florida and kind of keep the talent pool coming towards Alabama and not letting these Florida teams catch up. Because Billy Napier's been down there. He's making a lot of noise. But I think Alabama is just showing that this team has the pedigree and the elite recruiting ability of Nick Saban to keep themselves on top, and they're not going to let Florida try to overtake them.
Yeah, Myson, to your point, if you look at 24/7 Sports, they actually tracked Grimsley's official visit calendar, which is kind of an interesting job. I wonder who has responsibility. But on June 9th, Grimsley visited Penn State, official visit. June 11th, Florida State, official visit. June 16th, out to Tuscaloosa. And then June 23rd, went to Michigan. And of course, he committed on the 1st of July for Alabama. Those are 4 top-notch blue blood programs, right? Florida State, Penn State, Michigan, and of course, the Crimson Tide. The fact that the Alabama was able to compete up against these guys and get that commitment is no surprise. It is Alabama after all. But to me, this shows that the long-term health of the Crimson Tide program is as good as it's ever been. Because this was a guy that I know I think he's a number 90 overall recruit, 4-star guy. I think that's just a recruiting rankings issue. I think this guy's going to be a first-round pick in the NFL. I think he's that good. He's a classic, in my opinion, prototypical big-time college football corner. He's going to be a first-round pick. Every major school will view him and want him as a top-flight contender. He may be a day-one contributor. Who knows? He has all the physical tools. The fact that Alabama was to get him to commit is just a great sign for this program as we look forward to 2024.